Yo, you can't even run up on Quelle Chris looking like this. This motherfucker's senses are crazy. If he speaks, it's a rap. If he sneezes, it's a rap. If he blinks at you, it's a rap. Even if he hears you like over there, coming up a little too close, it's a motherfucking rap. Just don't do it. You gonna get bodied. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Hip Hop Data. We got an album review today. We're gonna talk about the brand new album that just fucking dropped. Well, it just dropped, y'all. I'm a little late, but shit's been crazy, y'all. But I said I was gonna review this shit, and I'm a man of my word most of the time. Like, sometimes I'll be fucking up, but you know what? We ain't fucking up no more. We getting this shit done. It's from a dope-ass artist, dope-ass rapper, producer from Detroit. I was late to the boat for this motherfucker. I mean, I knew he was around, but I saw the boat in the water. I was like, that looks like a nice boat. Kind of weird, but it looks nice. And eventually, I got on the boat because, like, he was on the same boat with this chick named Jean Grey, who I absolutely love. I mean, he loves her too, but I love her too. Like, we can work that out, right? No, they married. What? This nigga's back. He dropped some new shit. He got guns, a lot of them, like too much, nigga. Like, nigga, do we got a limit, nigga? Shit, like, really? Like, how do they even get in your mouth, nigga? And like, how do you even reload the shit? That's so many questions right now with this shit. I don't even fucking know. Talking about the new album from Quelle Chris entitled Guns. Now, for those who don't know, Quelle Chris, like I said, is a dope-ass rapper, producer from Detroit. Been around for quite a while. He's got a lot of great projects under his belt. More recently, the album with Jean Grey, Everything's Fine, which is one of my favorite albums of that year. And what it really got me into Quelle Chris, that album. But also the one before that, Being You was great. I Wish I Could Be You More Often was like the album that I first like really listened to, my first Quelle Chris project. And I would say, like, it was good. It was still kind of like, it took a while for me to kind of warm up to it. I like the production on that album more than the rapping style. But eventually, he grew on me with the rapping style. And now, I'm a Quelle Chris fan, y'all. I was late, but I made it. So, fuck it. Like, don't get mad at me about that shit. We in there. So, now let's see if Guns is a dope-ass album that's locked, loaded, and ready to shoot motherfuckers down with the fire. Or if it's a gun that jams up and ain't worth shit until, you know, you throw it away because you bought it from some motherfucker on the corner because you ain't got a real gun license. And he was like, yo, this is a good deal. And you don't know nothing about nothing. And why am I talking about this? It ain't a real story. I'm just saying. Let's talk about the shit. Now, when I first popped in this album and I tuned into the production, which is all handled by Quelle Chris, as well as some other producers here and there, but Quelle Chris takes the bulk of the production work, which mostly he does on most of his projects. I realized that Quelle Chris is still staying with his very off-kiltered, sort of minimalistic production that's still very hard-hitting and very, very gritty at times. You can tell it's just like Quelle Chris really doesn't really put too much layering and detail into his beats. He keeps them very stripped down, but they still have this core essence of just this grit and this grime to them that really works for his style and his flow. And I really enjoy the production on here. There's also a lot of quirky samples that he throws in there just to kind of make everything a little bit wacky and off the place here and there, which actually works out very well. But then there are some beats on here that are kind of like, sounds like he made this shit on a Casio keyboard. Like, he probably did make it on a Casio keyboard, but it works out so goddamn well. It's like Quelle Chris doesn't have to do a lot of bells and whistles with his production because he just knows how to just make the best shit with the less shit or the least shit. I tried to rhyme that. But you know what I'm trying to say. But the beats on here are fire. I really didn't not like any of the beats on here. All the beats on here are really, really solid. And there are some that are amazing and just hit so damn hard. And I was ready to rap over because I'm in rapper mode, y'all. But I had to, I had to go back to review mode because the shit's fire. And I was just like, yo, I love Quelle Chris' production. I've always been a fan of his production. And on this album, it is no different because he just brings the heat on all the tracks. And when it comes to Quelle Chris on the rap side, he's doing his damn thing. He's spitting them bars. He's coming through with a really, really cool concept with the whole gun aspect. He's talking about not only just guns in general, but gun violence, and also how gun is a weapon, but it's also a metaphor. Like, you can weaponize anything, whether it's your words, whether it's just your intentions, and he just pretty much just goes all over the place with this whole gun concept, and just not only what guns are, but how they affect people and society in general. So I love the fact that he really just goes all over the place with this concept instead of just, sticking to just guns. He uses guns sort of like as that anchor to really go off and do other things as far as lyrically and concept wise, and he spreads it all over the album very, very well. So I love the concept, and I love how he utilized it in so many different ways where it kind of just stands out and really points a light on certain different things that guns are responsible or not responsible, but also have a hand in, whether it's gun violence or violence against black people with the police because they use guns to kill black people. Also just people's right to have guns and how they feel about it. And it's just so many other things that Quelle Chris just goes down the rabbit hole with, and it really just makes this album album, very enjoyable to listen to, and just a very cool experience in general. And when it comes to the features on the album, Quelle Chris got a few people up on here. Some I don't recognize. Most of them I don't, y'all. Some I do, but you know, we gonna give them a shot anyway. So it's Ugly Boy Modeling. Okay, I mean, they got modeling for everybody these days. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, Mac Homie, Denmark Vesey, Bilal Salam. Is that the regular Bilal? Because he owned everything, but I don't think it's the same Bilal, but it's a Bilal. Cavalier, okay, not from Cleveland. Elder Dejan Giraffe. I fucked that up, I know it. Okay, James Acoster, one of them. And Jonathan Horde, okay, and then Jean Grey, okay, I know who she is. That's what's up. So they come through, and honestly, the features who I did recognize, they came through, did their damn thing. Mac Homie gave a great verse. Jean Grey did a damn thing, of course. Also, Denmark Vesey did a great feature. The features do come through, and they do help out the songs. And like I said, these songs on this project, they really, really do come together very well. The concepts are great. The way that they're delivered is great. They're still very, very unique, and they just set themselves apart from one another. So no song on here really sounds the same, which I like, and I just love how Quelle Chris just put it all together. It's only 13 tracks on here, but the album just sounds very, very well put together, very full, and even though it's 13 songs, it feels like you're getting more out of it because of just how much is packed into these records. So good songs, good features, I'm fucking with it. Now, you know I gotta give you my top 5 tracks, y'all, and this was kind of difficult because honestly, I liked all the records on this album, but there were some interludes as well that were really, really cool, like Color of the Day. I love how it's got this like Casio keyboard like beat. It's really stripped down and basic, but there's like this sample in here where he's like, the color of the day is black, so it's like walking while black, driving while black, swimming while black. Basically, he's just talking about, you know, doing these things while you're black, and it leads into one of my top 5 songs very well, which is Mind Your Business. So Mind Your Business is one of the top 5. Also, PSA Drug Fest 2013, Sleeveless Minks, dope song. Also, Obamacare, You, Me, and Nobody Else, and WYRM, or Will You Remember Me. So those are my top 5. So let's go back up to the top. So Mind Your Business is one of the hardest songs on here. I love the beat. It sounds like some like video game final boss music, like do 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 do. That shit just hits so fucking menacing. It's so fucking dope. And then Quelle Chris comes in, was like, yo, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your motherfucking business. Mind your motherfucking business. It's like the way that he just comes through with it is just fucking dope as fuck. The beat hits hard. It's just like one of them grimy, gritty joints, but it just has its own like appeal to it, which is very unique. I love how it's led in from the Color of the Day tracks, which just comes through really, really nice. And it's really one of those first standout tracks to me. Like the songs in the beginning of the album really are really dope, but that's the one that really got me like to that next level of hype when I heard it. So yeah, Mind Your Business, dope ass song. Always mind your business. Let motherfuckers do what they gotta do. If they sitting there and they smoking and drinking and minding their business, just let them mind their business. Don't bother them because you don't get that work. You see the motherfucker right here. He will blink and it's over for your life. Nigga, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. But dope ass song. Really, really stands out. The next song, PSA Drug Fest 2003, Sleeveless Minks, is a dope ass fucking song. The beat on here, I don't know what, it's like this eerie, like creepy, I can't even do it, but it's fucking dope as fuck. It sounds like some more video game music. Like Quelle Chris is heavily inspired by video games, especially old school ones, I know that. So you can hear that shit in here. And I love the theme of the song. It's like smoke 'em if you got 'em. Like I don't smoke, y'all, but like I respect the motherfuckers on the PSA Drug Fest 2003. If you smoke 'em, got 'em. If you ain't hurt nobody, do what you gotta do. But he's pretty much just talking about smoking weed, doing drugs, and it's like a PSA, but not like a positive one. It's more like, hey, you know, you got drugs, do it. Why the fuck not? It's 2003. I mean, you a little late on the year, Quelle Chris. Like, it's like 16 years ago, but I mean, better late than never, right? Smoke 'em if you got 'em. But it's a dope ass song. The beat is amazing, and I love the vibe of it. And it just sounds like some shit. It sounds like some shit if you were on, I've never been on mushrooms, but if you were on mushrooms or some kind of like psychedelic, like this is the type of song you would hear while on that shit, and you have a crazier trip. I'm guessing. I wouldn't know, but I'm just gonna take it from what I heard. But it's a dope ass song. Check it out. Next song is Obamacare, and this is probably, I love these hard-hitting joints. These are like, all my favorite songs are the songs that just hit hard as fuck, and Obamacare is just like one of them, just like, it's like one of them fight songs. Like you hear this shit right before you go to knock a nigga out or some shit, or go do a drive-by, or do a drive-by then knock somebody out after the fact. And you better have Obamacare, because you never know, you might get shot, and if you ain't got no insurance, you fuck. Like, I'm just saying, like, you gotta have Obamacare. I went and got some right after hearing this song. I mean, I already had it, but I mean, I got more. Like, I don't even use it because I don't like the doctor, y'all. Fuck doctors. They're hustlers. I know it. I know it. You get that degree, you get money, you don't do shit, but tell me what I already fucking know. I know your game, goddammit. But the song is fucking fire. It's just like hard hitting. Like, it's just like one of them hype ass songs. It's gritty, it's grimy. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I ain't got nothing more to say about that, but just listen to the shit. When you turn it on, it's gonna fucking just get you hype as fuck. And I love that, like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, the little chimey shit on there is fucking fire. God damn it. Yo, shout out to Obama, because I'm sure he influenced that song. Dope ass song, check it out. The next song, You, Me, and Nobody Else, features Jean Grey and Jonathan Hort, and I love this song. This sounds like a song that could have been on Everything's Fine, and this is pretty much just Quelle Chris talking about, like, it's about you and him, and nobody else, which he's referring to Jean Grey. He's just talking about how much he loves her, their relationship, and pretty much it's just about them and nobody else. And that's a good love song. I love to hear the lovey-dovey shit, and it's done in a very nice way. The beat on here is probably one of the most melodic, more lighthearted beats on here, but it fits very well with the theme. And it's just a great song, a feel-good song. Good to see that him and Jean are doing well together. You know, love is in the air. I respect it. I still love you, Jean. I do, but you know what? I'm gonna let it be what it is. And you know what? It is. I'm gonna love you from a musical side, even though you quit like rapping. It's a shame because you got bars. You know, it is what it is. But it's a dope ass song. I love it. Really great features, and it just comes together so well. They got great chemistry, and I can't wait for Everything's Fine 2, or Everything's Still Fine. That's the name of the album. Should be next one. Everything's Still Fine. Do it, please. But it's a dope ass song. Check it out. And the last song, WYRM, or Will You Remember Me, is the closing song of the album. And I love this because it's pretty much Quelle Chris saying, will you remember him? After it's all said and done, will he be remembered as the likes of a Biggie or a Pac or somebody just great? Or will he be somebody who just like, yeah, he was okay. He was just a cool dude who made quirky music. Or will he really be remembered for something special? He wants to know that because he puts a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of dedication into his craft. He just wants to know that, will somebody remember Quelle Chris? I remember you, Quelle Chris. Like, even though I was late to the boat, I'm gonna still remember you because you got a unique name and you make crazy beats and you can rap and like, you know, you're cool. You sound like a cool ass dude. We can play video games and shit and, you know, all that cool shit. So I remember you unless I get Alzheimer's and I won't remember shit. But you know what? It's all good. Until then, I remember you, and a lot of people will because you are dope as fuck. This album is dope as fuck, and it was a great way to close out the album. So yes, we not only gonna remember you, we're gonna remember this album because it's that fire. And that's my top 5, y'all. But honestly, this entire album is great. I really loved it from top to bottom. It's one of my favorite albums I've heard this year. Quelle Chris, even though I was late to the boat, I'm really understanding why he's such a dope and very, very just enigmatic artist to really get into. Once you really understand the way his mind works and the way he just puts stuff together, it really is genius. And he's been on a roll lately with his projects. Every project he's been doing recently has just been out of the park, and I really, really just can't wait to see what he does next. I'm a fan now. It was late to the game, but I'm a goddamn fan, and I'm with the party, and I really, really want to see what he does next. But this project right here is everything that I really could have expected, plus more. Great beats, great rhymes, great concepts, and overall an enjoyable experience, and just another great Quelle Chris project. So you did it again, but keep the guns away from you because that's too much. One day you're going to shoot yourself. And guess what? There ain't going to be no more Quelle Chris records because you wanted to play with guns. Don't play with guns. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Quelle Chris Guns is a well put together album with a very cool concept and that's executed very, very well. All I'm saying is that beats on here are on point, hard-hitting joints as well, some great melodic joints as well, some great minimal joints that sounds like a Casio keyboard, but he makes a Casio keyboard sounds fire as fuck, as well as some great rhymes, good features, and all around good concepts with each song. I love how he uses guns as the anchor to this album, and he doesn't focus just directly on guns, but just the effect that guns have in different and various ways, and he just makes them really, really just an open-minded concept, which I really like with this album and really pulled me to it even more. But it's a great album, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Hopefully it's another Everything's Fine. I mean, like, just let her know. Let Jean know, Quelle. You right there at the house. She's like, yo, let's do another album. She gonna say no like 45, 46 times, but time number 47, she'll be like, all right, nigga, shit, fine, let's do another album. And then boom, Everything's Fine too. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Then thank me later, goddammit. But all I gotta say is, for me, Quelle Chris Guns is 100% Granddad approved. Definitely check out this album. It's fire. Dope beats, dope rhymes, dope everything. And you just, I mean, like, don't be like me. Don't be late to the Quelle Chris boat because it's nice. It's got good food. They got games. And the music's really nice. And everybody there is so fun and having a good time. And I'm never leaving the boat. You don't kick me off the boat, Quelle Chris, because I'm not getting off. I'm going to just hop back on the motherfucker. And you're going to have to just deal with me. Because, like, you know what? You shouldn't have made this music. You shouldn't have made it so goddamn good. That's your fucking fault, not mine. But I got nothing more to say. Quelle Chris, Guns is Granddad approved. So go listen to the shit right fucking now. Flip it. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Quelle Chris Guns if you've heard it. If you have not heard it, you fucking up. You being like me back in the day. Don't fuck up. Listen to the shit, because Quelle Chris is dope. It takes a minute to get used to his shit, but once you do, you understand that this motherfucker is a genius and he really puts out crazy quality work. And here's another one without any problems whatsoever from your boy. Previous videos on the side was my latest single. Check that out, show us some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen, button below. Woolly Reviews twice a week, as well as the gaming videos on Dead End Gaming with the Granddad on the Dead End Video Games channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. Also, Mortal Kombat 11 tournament. We throwing one. So if you're in Atlanta, you want to sign up for that shit. Info is below. Link there. Check it out. As well as a whole bunch of other dope shit. More videos are on the way. And just, you know what? Some good shit's about to happen, y'all. I'm not saying it's music, but I'm saying it's music. That's all I'm saying. But I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, granddaughter, Quelle Chris, guns, check it out. But don't play with guns and don't eat them or stick them in your eyeballs or your nose. Like, how did they even get there? And how are you even alive? Like, honestly, like, I don't know. But like, A for effort with the cover. I mean, I guess. Shit. I'm out of here.